see my screen, I think this is the starting lineup I have for all the.
Sorry.
This is what happens when we pay 500,000.
No, I mean,
We have 5 for 5.
Even FIFA, you can't do this lah, Sai. FIFA, you can't do this lah. So we move on to the next, the next topic, the one that just now Josh was mentioning about Jesse Lingard. Okay, this one I need to discuss with you guys. This one we gotta talk sense. No Martial out kind of thing here. Okay, which players, right, that you would move on based on the performance from the preseason, right, and also from the previous seasons? Which players would you move on from our senior squad? Josh, I'll go with you first.
To move on from the senior squad, I think Fred has to. Yes, he has the ability to be faster in the CDM, but I think he should leave the club for his own good. Apart from that, I don't see Martial making any more impact for United unless something miracle happen that he suddenly have this his magic touch again.
Oh, he will. That's for sure.
So only the games will tell, but I only can see these two, Fred and Martial, out the club for the senior team, because I think they are really, really hungry. Just remember, guys, we are having the World Cup again next year, and a lot of them will want to perform as well. That's why I want to punt on this Jesse Lingard, because he have missed out the World Cup the last time, last minute, and he may want to prove something and he may prove a point, and it's like maybe slightly under a year until the next World Cup. So that's probably my take on the senior squad.
Okay, Syed, how about you, Syed? Because basically, right, the news now is for us to sign our third signing, we need to clear off some deadwood. Okay, so who would you sell away in this window?
I would say, I think Nemanja Matic has to go, because as long as he's the good servant of the club, he's still performing. Even in the preseason, we can see the calm and comfort he brings to the team. It's like the next level, and he can really control the game from the midfield. But I don't think he's a player who would play week in, week out. I think we should sell Nemanja Matic, because we are also looking for buying a CDM. So we have the big, we have Fred and McTominay, which seems to be more favored with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I don't think he would sell Fred. But if, in my opinion, I would say Matic, Fred, and Lingard again. Lingard is a good player. He's a good squad player. He can come in and he can defend. He can also run. But I think Lingard has to go, Matic has to go, and Fred has to go.
Okay, how about you, Smurf? Any other personnel you would move on in this transfer window to clear up the wage, and then so that we can sign new players?
Quite a list lah. Quite a list.
Realistic, come on, man.
No, realistic list. Okay. Fred is definitely my number one choice to go. I think he's just not built for the Premier League, if you ask me. Number two, Eric Bailly has to go as well. We need to clear some at the back. I mean, I would also want Phil Jones to go, but I believe he just signed a new contract or something like that, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, apparently West Ham wants him, but I don't know.
Yeah. That's what I also heard. Yeah. So I mean, even with the new contract or so on, I would like Phil Jones to go, Bailey to go. What do you call it? Daniel James is another one for me to let go. I think that's probably the players that I will let go, definitely.
Okay, Pija, macam mana dengan you, Pija?
For me, I have two players. I mean, for release, and for me, I have one only. I think it's Eric Bailly. I think it will be perfect if Eric Bailly go and Ole simpan Tuan Zebe.
Yeah.
So,
yes.
But unfortunately, kita dengar yang Ole wants to loan out Tuan Zebe. So nak tak nak, so Bailly are gonna remain for another season lah. But I really hope that for the experience to give to Tuan Zebe, just sell Bailly lah. But for the rest of the player, I think they need to be at the club lah. Because Matip, we need a proper CDM, even though it's just backup. Yeah, for Daniel James mungkin can be like a very squad player lah rather than so I think I'm gonna keep everyone except Bailey lah for the new season.
Tadi Pijal, you talk about our wingers all overcrowded, right? Why not we move Daniel James and we put a youth player like Ilanga to take over his spot? What do you think about that?
Itu yang sekarang ni kita kena for the Man United fan, but Josh tadi dah touch out for this year is actually our title winning season that we have to achieve. So if we're gonna put very young player like Ilanga, who doesn't have experience to play at the highest level, at least Daniel James has played in at least 2 seasons of Premier League, and so we need the experience, even though he's not going to contribute anything except for his pace. But at least he has something, he has the experience. So kalau kita letak Ilanga, you're gonna interrupt lah. So I just want as much experienced player as possible for our new season. So because this is our title winning season lah. We need that lah.
So untuk
I would rather prefer Ilanga pergi loan lah.
ialah more from experience berbanding kepada youth dan potential lah, boleh cakap
Potential because
I simpan yang terakhir ni, I simpan untuk Jai. Okay Jai, siapa yang you akan jual? Confirm semua lah jual semua.
Okay, I ada list kat sini. tapi I still nak jual Fred lah. Fred memang I nak jual, total I nak jual. Kalau I cakap Fred stay, mungkin you all akan marah I. So tak apa, I follow lah. Fred kita jual lah. And then lagi satu ialah Lindelof.
Lindelof apa?
Okay, jika Varane perform dengan Maguire, most probably memang sepatutnya kita boleh jual lah Lindelof tu.
You bukan cakap Lindelof favourite you, dia terbaik, tak perlu Varane. Kita jual Varane.
No, you kena faham. Bila kita dah ambil Varane, welcome Varane, fake. Welcome Varane. tapi bila Varane dengan Maguire dah form, so Lindelof kita terpaksa, maksud dia terpaksa cari jalan keluar lah untuk dia dapat first 11. Sebab bila Varane dah form dengan Maguire, sebab kita tak nak youth kita macam kalau Tonzebi tak keluar, and then sebab I rasa Bailey still ada lagi contribute untuk Manchester United. I tak rasa
medical room.
Handball lah.
Medical room.
Bukan, maksud I
kena ada member kat dia boleh duduk sembang kat bangku
dengan Phil Jones. Sekarang
tak, you kena faham. Guys, kena faham. Kita ada Champions League, kita ada English Premier League, kita ada EFL, kita ada FA Cup. At least Bailey boleh pakai masa FA Cup ataupun EFL. Betul, dengan partner dia mungkin dengan player muda. So itu kita nak juga cup yang lain. Kita bukan nak fokus pada English Premier League saja. Kita nak all the cup. Kalau boleh semua kita tapau. So kita kena ada defend yang bagus. Sebab I tak rasa Lindelof boleh handle dengan player lain tau. You faham maksud I tak? Lindelof tak boleh handle dengan player lain. So kalau Lindelof tak ada dekat tempat, dia boleh pergi cari tim lain lah. Bukan I tak suka Lindelof, tapi kalau Varane dengan Maguire, fake I fake. So boleh main, bagus, baik. So Lindelof dah terpaksa tim. So ada dua player yang I nak MU jual, Fred dengan Lindelof. Itu pun kalau Lindelof
lalang
ada tempat lah.
Tapi
comment section.
Tapi okay, let me ask you. Kalau kata kita jual Fred, siapa yang now we left with McTominay and also Matic lah. Correct. So isn't that gonna like siapa lagi yang akan main selain daripada those two? If let's say one of them injured, you're not gonna expect.
We haven't. Kalau
Van de
Beek is a good choice.
Van de Beek.
Because the last, I think the last friendly also Van de Beek was playing a little bit more defensive, and he looked quite comfortable there. Of course, it's not his actual position, but in the event that we don't bring in a new DM, therefore I think that Van de Beek would be a capable backup for the DM role. So for me, Matic can still go. Kau tunggu sekejap. Matic can leave, okay, and Fred can leave as well. Yeah.
Jai, tambah.
Sekarang tambah.
Okay, CDM sekarang kita tak ada CDM. CDM yang kita ada, yang kita beli tahun lepas punya, Van de Beek. Itu yang kita main sekarang, yang kita pakai sekarang.
Van de Beek bukan CDM lah.
No, it's not a CDM by nature. It's not his original position.
He's more like Saul in Atletico lah. Dia very like
Box to box.
free roll punya style. He's a free roll kind of style. Dia pergi je mana bola ada.
He's a creative. He's a bit creative as well.
Dia macam budak kecil lah. Mana ada bola dia ada situ. Macam tu lah.
Speaking about Saul Niguez, we are also linked with Camavinga, Saul Niguez, and Ruben Neves from Wolverhampton. So, what do you guys think about even Antoine Griezmann? But that one I don't think so. I doubt it. But because now the main position we are looking at is the CDM position. So, what do
France
you
dah
guys
ramai
think?
sangat.
Ya apa?
France dah ramai sangat dah.
France.
Kok tu.
Griezmann memang tak nak. So maybe Syed, what do you think about the CDMs that we are linked in, and then who do you think will be the potential one that we can actually take in at this moment? A quick one.
Yeah, but if you think about the CDM, I think we need to consider whether Pogba is going to stay or not, because this decision is going to impact who we want to bring in. So I would say if Pogba is staying, then I think we should go for Camavinga. Camavinga will complement Pogba. If Pogba is going, then we need all in all like a pure CDM. Declan Rice, I mean, he's very expensive. I don't think we will go for him. Saul Niguez, NDD would be the ideal choice, but I think we need to pay like 60 or 70 million for NDD. So my first would be NDD, second would be Saul Niguez.
But then again, if Paul Pogba actually leaves, right, I think we need to have two players in the midfield position. We need to get two players instead of one, because if he leaves a big hole there, we really definitely need to fill the hole. What do you think about that, Josh?
Well, if I hope that Pogba stays another season, even though if we have to let him go free or whatever it is, anyway, it's not our money. Let the Glazers lose their money, fine. But we need Pogba. We need Pogba to be there. But if we lose him, Ole has to get a Declan Rice in. There's no other ways that we will need a Camavinga or a Saul or Bissouma in that sense, and Didi. Those are good players, but they are not that world class that we need as and when we needed him. So I wish Pogba stays, but losing him, we just need Declan Rice in. At least the attacking can be a free flowing football for Manchester United.
Okay, you guys know that I didn't ask Smurf about Pogba leaving, because if not, this will be a 2-hour section. we got enough of Paul Pogba drama already. Okay, so we move on to the next question. Okay, going into the new season, what would be our preferred starting 11? Okay, I believe Syed, you prepared something to share with all of us. Who will be our starting 11 for the start of the season, and then of course early on of the season?
Yeah. So my starting 11 is actually based on the availability of the players. Let me flesh out. All right. I think if you see my screen, I think this is the starting lineup I have for all the.
Sorry.
This is what happens when we pay 500,000.
No, I mean,
we have 5 Pogbas.
You can't do this lah, Syed. You can't do this lah.
6 kali 500 ni banyak
Ini 500,000 punya Pogba ni.
But if we have five Pogbas in the midfield, then you don't have to worry about a scoring goal, or you don't have to worry about conceding goal.
Oh, but then you gotta take into consideration, maybe one only feel up to it, the other 4 more is like playing with the hair, thinking about
because Pogba can do everything. Like, he can be offensive, he can be defensive. Okay, let me share another one, which is more realistic. Yeah. So this would be more.
That's the word I like. More realistic.
Okay,
this will be a more realistic one where because Martial seems to be like injured for the starting of the season. Rashford is out for 3 months. Then we need to choose like who should we go for the starting 11 for the top 3. So Cavani would be my number 9. Sancho would be on left and Greenwood on the right. Sancho on the right because what I heard from the Dortmund fans is Sancho, he can score more goals on the right side, but he can make more assists on the left side. So if we have Cavani, then I think Sancho can bring more assists to the Cavani from the left side. Greenwood, naturally, he plays on the right side. He can turn in and he can shoot from the left side by coming inside. Bruno would be number 10, the free role we have. I would go for McTominay and Pogba in the 2 midfield. Sometimes McTominay can sit back and Pogba can go and produce the long passes to Sancho and Greenwood. I think there is no debate about the back 4, Shaw, Maguire, Varane and Wan-Bissaka. I mean, we should all agree like this is the best four we have, and I think this is the best four in the Premier League right now. And for the goalkeeper, I would go for Henderson. He needs to be consistently playing all season, and I would say all competitions as well. We can wait for De Gea to at least play for FA Cup maybe, or maybe EFL, but Champions League and Premier League, it has to be Henderson for me.
I question this one. Okay, I agree lah. I mean, although Anthony Martial is not in and De Gea is not in, but I kind of agree with this. Except I question one position for McTominay. Okay, sorry, Smurf. McTominay, shouldn't we put someone like Van de Beek in instead? Because again, I don't know. It seems like I feel there's something special about Van de Beek, but then he doesn't have the trust of the manager or maybe the fans or whatnot to actually take the starting 11 spot. Jai, maybe apa pendapat you tentang lineup ni?
Pada I lineup ni still sama lah, macam cuma digantikan dengan Varane dan Sancho saja. But then kalau McTominay, kita masih menggunakan satu midfield CDM, and then okay lah, nice lah, boleh dikatakan. Tapi secara jujur lah, saya masih tidak ada lagi first 11 saya secara jujurnya. Secara jujurnya, saya masih tidak ada lagi first 11 untuk sekarang. Maybe kalau kita nak compare, kita boleh gunakan last season punya first 11 lah. But untuk jujurnya, secara jujurnya, saya masih lagi ingin mengekalkan Maguire dengan Lindelof. Sebab Varane, serius, sebab Varane still dia tak pernah main dengan dia masih belum ada experience dekat English Premier League. So I tak rasa yang dia terus first game dia terus main. Mungkin dia diletakkan di simpanan, ataupun kita masih mengekalkan juga Lindelof dengan Maguire.
Okay, this one I nak tanya lah. Okay, if just say you beli player macam Varane, okay, the same thing as kalau you beli player macam Sancho, high profile player, higher price tag. Okay, Varane memang kita dapat murah sikit, but high profile player macam ni, takkan you nak letak dia kat bangku? You kena mainkan dia so that they can get the chemistry mah. So we have to give them time in that sense.
Yeah, but kita kurang game, pre-season pun kurang. Kalau macam kita boleh tengok 5, 6 tahun, 4 tahun lepas kita ada pre-season, and then diorang main untuk first 11, yang baru beli pun main. Tapi sekarang untuk 3 game baru ni pun siapa yang main? Hanya banyak youth yang main, and then yang player lama, Matip, Mata, Van de Beek, yang player baru kita tak nampak lagi dia orang main macam mana, diorang dah serasi ke. Sebab kita kena fikir, kalau kita nak letakkan yang orang baru yang tak ada experience lagi dengan tim kita, I rasa macam bunuh diri. Lebih baik kita gunakan player yang last year punya.
Okay, Smurf, what do you think about this? Going into the new season, we got 7 important games, 7 winnable games. What do you think about Jai's comment?
About Jai's comment or about the first 11, I think for me, the first 11, I think this was, in the matter of fact, the first 11 that I have also chosen before site put it up, exactly the same. And the only difference is basically my Sancho is on the right and my Greenwood is on the left.
But Greenwood, you think like when he plays on the right side, he can cut inside and then shoot from the left foot. He's naturally, he can play on the both feet, but his natural shooting feet is the left one. So if he can come inside and shoot.
But what I would say is basically, I don't like to play a very rigid game. In a matter of fact, because we are going for 4-3-3, you have to understand that. I mean, this is what we are looking for. So when you play a 4-3-3, we look at how Barca used to play. I mean, this is what I imagine. The front three are basically interchangeable. They can actually play on the left, on the right. Sancho can actually even go up front. Cavani can drop to the left. Doesn't really matter. This is exactly what I feel we should be doing. In United, we used to have this before. Rooney, Tevez, and Cristiano Ronaldo. I mean, they confuse the defense. They just interchange as per when they feel it's right and as per they feel they want. And this will be a benefit to scoring goals up front, in my point of view.
And even like Bruno can also go on the right side and Greenwood can be behind Cavani as well.
Yeah, and even Pogba can go on the left as well. Yeah. So
Yes.
yeah, like what I mentioned, your first 11 is exactly the one I drafted out initially when Dom asked us to do it. The only difference is Greenwood and Sancho left and right. That's about it. Yes, I would also go ahead with starting Dean Henderson at the end of the day, ahead of David De Gea. But but as you mentioned earlier, Dean Henderson to start all competitions. I think in regards to the Champions League, FA Cup, and the League Cup, I think I will still give it to David De Gea. We still have to keep both of them because I think this is what the management wants. This is what Ole wants, unless he's letting one go. So I've got to be fair to both. So let one play for the Premier League and one play for the Cups.
Okay, Josh, you got anything you want to change or add on to this particular lineup?
Of course, I have a lot to change. Actually, this is actually like the
Last
good
season.
lineup that I think. Moving forward, I think ideally this will be our ideal 11, lah. And on top of that, when Rashford comes in, but I would actually start off the season with Pogba, McTominay, and Cavani on the bench. Only reason why, because of game time, and they have already overdid themselves over the previous tournament. So what I would like to do is basically, because since our first game is Leeds, they are playing high pressing. And maybe just to get more touches about everyone, I will start. The back line is obvious. I will start with the back four, the back five actually. The only thing I will start on the midfield, the three midfield, will be Bruno Fernandes, Van der Beek, and also Matic. I still think that we need Matic as experience because these three players, Van der Beek, Matic, and Bruno, are ball-playing midfielders. They will allow them to actually touch the ball, passes around in that sense. And then my top three would be Sancho, Greenwood, and what's the other one? Sancho, Greenwood, and
Martial.
Lingard.
Lingard. Yes, I even forgot his name. Yes, Lingard. Because I don't want to start Cavani first because we do not know at his age, we do not know how will he perform at the start. And having Cavani, Pogba in the bench, right? They can read the game and then come in at the 60th minute, and that's what we want. We want a strong bench to come in and change games. So we allow the three top of France, which is Sancho, Greenwood, and Lingard, to interchange among themselves, play as and when like a free role, but of course Greenwood spearheading the line, and Sancho and Lingard could do something to penetrate the Leeds defenders. So that will be my only changes with the top six.
Josh, one question, Josh. You said that Leeds are very high pressing game. They play a very high pressing game, and we all know that. All right. They have basically got us into trouble previously with the high pressing games. Therefore, you still would like Matic to be sitting in the middle, because I noticed that Matic he's quite comfortable on the ball. He makes excellent passes. But do you think at his age at the moment, he would actually have the stamina to go all out, or would you consider starting McTominay, or probably Van der Beek, like you mentioned? Van der Beek is playing. You said Van der Beek is starting,
Yeah.
so probably start McTominay, or McTominay, or at worst Fred, and then you bring Matic towards the 60th minute or so on.
Yeah, for me, going through that, Smurf, no disrespect to the lineup, but I think we are going like a forward run and then pressing our brakes instead of us going throughout and then even accelerate further to gear 4 and gear 5, bringing in people like McTominay, Pogba, and Cavani in on the 60th minute to play. They will play eventually. I'm not, but we just want to ensure that with Matic, right, they are ball-playing players. Maguire, Varane, Matic, that can link up that three diamond in the back and then have that flowing football in the front five or front six in that sense. So that's what I see, or this is just my prediction. If Ole can see that as well, because I don't want it for us like at the 60th minute and then we bring Matic. At the 70th minute we bring a slowing player, and then it will break our difference in terms of because when Matic coming in, it's a very negative substitution already. Everyone in the mind will say, you know what, it's a 1-0 game for that matter. But what if we are 1-0 down? We cannot do anything else. So that's why I feel that Matic can play the ball because his experience is important in the first 1-2 games, I would say. So hence, to accelerate, then we bring out the 60th minute, we bring them out, and then you put in Pogba, Cavani, and McTominay to run the show.
Guys, saya nak tambah sikit boleh?
Sila.
Okay, baru I tersedar yang Shaw mungkin tak dapat main sebab dia injured.
But apparently he will be ready for the start of the season. He's
Yes.
doing well.
And then lagi satu, Henderson. I rasa Henderson bukan keeper untuk first game ni. I rasa David De Gea. Sebab David De Gea kita bayar gaji mahal. Kenapa dia tak main?
Bukan kita bayar.
Okay.
Ah,
Okay.
bukan kita bayar.
Guys,
Sorry.
cause we are already close to the end of the segment. Okay, let me just run through with Pija. Apa pendapat you tentang yang line up tadi tu? Anything you want to add on? Atau
My changes would be I'm gonna play 4-1-2-3. You know, kita tak the one yang saya show is actually for me in my view is we're still gonna play 4-2-3-1 4-2-3-1 if I'm not mistaken for that formation. But for me, I would prefer 4-1-2-3. The only CDM will be Fred because my and also the goalkeeper. My changes will be De Gea lah. I think De Gea would always be my first choice keeper. And Anderson will be playing all the cup competition lah. For me that will be my
So
changes.
maknanya formation tahun lepas jugalah, betul?
Tak. Formation this season lah maksudnya 4-3-3. 4-1-2-3.
Oh, 43.
So 4-3-3 with one defensive. Yeah.
One defensive, yeah. So
But I think-
Defensive is good. Yeah.
I think Josh brought up a very good point because most of us, when we think about the starting lineup for the start of the season, we want all our favorite players, the best players, but then we got to take into consideration their fitness levels and like Josh mentioned, the strategy of pacing the players slowly to bring them in to change the game. I think that is a very, very, very good point.
I do hope that Marshall will actually be ready for the start of the season. Yeah, because with Sancho in, Varane in, I think there is a new air of confidence in United. The back is going to be a bit more solid, and I think Pogba is. I just hope that Pogba will have a better attitude on the pitch and also off the pitch. So yeah, I see Marshall doing well this season if he comes back in time, and I just hope that I'm right on that, and then Dom can ketuk me after that.
No, I love you so much.
No, it's okay. You can ketuk me because I was all out for Marshall, man. But yeah, with the new air, or with the new players that came in, and I feel that there is a new air of confidence in the team now. I think Marshall would excel. Just hope that I'm right on that.
Okay, we are going to end it at that very sweet sentence, sweet statement, which I totally agree. Okay, we are going to copy that. We're going to put that in the intro. Okay. So for the viewers of Jom United, what do you guys think? Leave your comment below. Okay, do you agree with Jai on his Lindelof? Suddenly Lindelof in, Lindelof out. I pun tak tahu macam mana. So leave your comment in. Like usual, like, share, subscribe, turn on the bell notification, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers, guys.